The Object 268 is a Russian tech tree tank destroyer. This is an incredibly strong vehicle because it's a jack of all trades. It's fast, going in at 48 kilometers per hour. It's got 3,000 damage per minute if you're running gun rammer, which is great. Its dispersion is through the roof at 0.299, making it more accurate than the average tier 10 medium. It's got fantastic penetration. It's got good gun depression at 7 degrees. It also has armor that can actually get some pretty solid bounces. There's really no downside to the 268, apart from, I guess, it doesn't have a turret. But there's one thing that you don't find on any YouTube channel that people ever talk about regarding the Object 268, and that's the camouflage value. This vehicle actually has a ridiculously busted camo value. While sitting still, it has a 32.7% camouflage value, and while moving, it is a 21.2% camouflage value. Now, just to put in your mind and perspective of how busted that is, let's take a look at the Waffenträger. We all know the Waffle, broken vehicle because of the camouflage plus the turret. Well, this vehicle has a concealment of 31.5 and 20.5, which are both worse than the Object 268. That is insane. This tank, I was playing a game on Vineyards literally like 20 minutes ago, and I just sat there and nobody detected me. It was actually insane. I played 4 battles in the tank today. You can see all of them were wins. I had a 2300, 4500, then I'm going to show you the other 2 battles. But yeah, I did pretty well in the vehicle today, and I thought I'd make a video on it. So let's get straight into the first replay. Now, this battle was only 2 minutes and 25 seconds, and it doesn't really showcase all of the strengths of the vehicle. You don't get to see the armor really work, because I'm going to be staying at the back of the map. We are on dead rail, for Pete's sake. But what you are going to see is the ridiculous dispersion that is literally able to snipe the enemy across the entire map. So here we go, making our way into position. Now, almost any time I play on dead rail when I'm in a tank destroyer, I'm going to go over to this bush. I absolutely love the position. It lets you get fantastic shells and enemy heavies if they try crossing or pushing over to your side. And as well, you can even shoot the medium tanks if they try crossing. And that is where we're going to be more positioning our fire in today's video, because the heavies aren't really going to do much. The ST1 stays back, the T30 doesn't really move, 57 heavy, I don't even know if I watched that guy do anything. But we've got tanks off to the other side of the map, and you can see that my aiming circle, yeah, it's definitely small, but it's not tiny. But there you go, boom, and oh, yep, damage marker pops up for 589 damage. So one shell already over 480 meters away. We have connected into the enemy Progetto 65, but we're not done. But wait, there's more. It's like one of those crappy infomercials. So there's 3 vehicles off to the side leading our shell fire. Oh, another shell into the Progetto. Oh my, that is 2 shells now we've hit him for, and that's over 1,200 hit points we've been able to take off of that vehicle. Now I'm looking at this Object 268. I was thinking maybe he's going to pull forwards, but instead he's backing up. Backing up, and oh no. Oh, right into the side. This tank is busted on the accuracy. And those 3 shots there, I mean, that shot was 540 meters away. That is ridiculously far. I cannot tell you, even in a grill, I would have hit those shells accurately. Obviously, there was a lot of luck. But, oh man, wait until you see how much more luck we get into this game. So there you go. That shell was pretty nice. We're at like 2,476 damage as the marker popped up. Nothing crazy, but there's 1 vehicle left, being the enemy ST1. I was able to help my team on the medium side, and because of that, we easily won. If you can control medium side on dead rail, you basically win the map, and that's what we were able to do. And I didn't even need to move position, but here we go. I needed 1 more shell for 3,000 damage. Aiming, and oh, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Every shell I fired this game went directly where I aimed. I don't know if that was RNG, if it's because I'm driving a Russian vehicle and praise Putin. I don't know what to say, but that went fantastically well. And it showcased, first of all, I did not get detected whatsoever. Didn't matter who I shot at, I didn't get detected. Then I also just completely snapped the enemy, like no problem whatsoever. So the 268 definitely has some massive strengths going for it. So here we are on the second battle. We find ourselves up against an E100, E50M, M48 Patton. They got some pretty strong vehicles. In fact, it's an all tier 10 lineup. And not to mention, we also have 3 tank destroyers, and they only have 2. So they have a way better lineup than us, just on the regarding fact that they have better tanks. But we do have a double M6 platoon, so I'll be honest, we at least have a nice platoon that is kind of busted. What gun are they running? Well, we're going to find out. Oh boy, well, I forgot about that. Yeah, the Yos decided to go to A side, so they kind of sucked. Honestly, it was a miracle we even won this battle. But you're going to watch the 268 do the complete opposite of what we just had last battle. So last battle, we hit some incredible shots across the entire map. And now, we're going to aim at the side of an IS-4 that is crossing, aiming, and the shell goes low and hits him in the track. I wonder. That is what I have to say. I wonder how I can hit 3 shells beautifully into the enemy tanks 500 meters away every time I try, or dome the cupola on the ST1, but yet I'm shooting it at IS-4 100 meters in front of me, and it misses by a quarter mile. It's always weird to me, but thankfully we did get that shell into the enemy 183. I'll say the 268 is not bad on snapping shells. It's actually pretty nice, but its aiming time is a bit iffy. You'll notice it takes a bit of time to aim in, and the shell velocity, I'm not a huge fan of that either. I wish it was a little bit better, but I can't really have too many complaints for this vehicle because, I mean, this battle went pretty freaking well. So we're doing good. These guys shot the rock instead of actually shooting me, which is perfect. There you go. Nice shot into the enemy M48 patent. Bit of a low roll, but a pen is a pen. The enemy E50 is aiming at those Yos instead of actually looking at me, so my adrenaline is just helping me reload another shell. Patton gets a nice tap in, but boop! There you go. Goodbye, E50M. Now, the enemy's coming up behind, and they have also got a bunch of tanks. So, I'm being careful right now. We're not doing too great, not too hot on the team, and oh man, that's an E100. Thankfully, it's stock, so that does make up for my team being absolute monkeys. And oof, big shells there. That guy just lost about 1,200 hit points from the 263 and I combined. So that's great. I'm at 2,800 damage delta already. Backing up, I really do not want to be shot. Not for all of my hit points yet. Tank destroyers obviously do not carry the most amount of hit points, so it's usually good to not blow through all of them. 183 clears our object 263, and with that, well, that's a lot of tanks. That is a lot of vehicles. And my grill just drove right out in the open and died. So yeah, grill is pretty bad. But hey, trying my best here. We got all the enemies turned. So there you go. Nice snap into the E183. He is cleared. Now we got the E100, the M48 Patton, and the IS-4 left. And even though my Yos kind of sucked, I'll be honest, they should not have gone to the medium, or the heavy route, should I say, we are still going to come out with a pretty nice victory. Now I have a choice here. Either shoot that M48 Patton for 248, or risk some of my hit points and shoot the IS-4. And, well, you know what I did. I wanted to shoot this IS-4. So there you go. One nice shot into his vehicle, and we're going to drive. Gonna plop on my adrenaline. Kaboom. And now we've got the IS-4 again. Now, I wanted to get a nice shell into this guy, but unfortunately, we just couldn't get it out quick enough. But hey, pretty nice battle, right? We did 4,700 damage and came out with a pretty solid victory. So these two games, sure, I didn't really get to showcase the camouflage of the Object 268, but I can tell you for a fact that it is pretty busted. Just for a good example here, as a teeny bit more, this is a battle I played on Vineyards. And the battle itself wasn't really anything spectacular, but I was able to sit in this position here and spot an enemy 60 TP 220 meters away. Just sit here, chill, shoot, and then back up. That is how busted the camouflage is on this vehicle. 220 meters away, I'm not being detected. And just to show you what that actually means in numbers terms, if we go pull back up Blitz hanger here, I can show you, let's say a tank, how about an average medium that has about 300 meters of view range. A medium with 300 meters of view range, and then of course we've got my camouflage skill level 7, and I'm also probably running a camo on this tank. I don't really know 100%. We got 52.73% camo. Now what that means is that it would take 168 meters for a vehicle with 300 meters of view range to spot me. Now, just to amp that up even a bit more, how about we go to tier 10? Let's get out a Vickers Light. Now, the Vickers Light has 325 meters of view range. It's the best view range in the game. 325 meters, drag that bar up, and it would take 180 meters to detect me. Anything less than 180 meters, I'll be detected. Also, didn't want to show that, but oh well. So, yeah, it's pretty busted on the camouflage. It really is. You can sit in front of the enemies and just not be worried. So, yeah, that 60 TP does not even have a chance of detecting me in any world whatsoever. He'd have to be, like, 160 meters away. So we got that, that guy, 180. We can shoot him, and then we get detected. It's just busted. So hopefully, all of you enjoyed today's video. Thought I'd talk about the 268, why I think it's an incredibly strong vehicle. And, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.